All right, I'm going to talk about something that someone asked me to. And before we get there, I'm going to talk about the stage of planetary evolution, or de-evolution, because what the question was to me was, Kathy, tell people why they need to learn the Akashic records now. And I was like, okay, life is not getting any less crazy, right? In fact, it seems to be getting more crazy. And there's a reason for that. And there's not an end in sight anytime soon. Sorry for the bad news. But, okay, we're in what in Sanskrit is called the Kali Yuga. And the Kali Yuga is a period of thousands of years of darkness. All right, darkness doesn't mean like we're Neanderthals, right? However, it does mean we're not seeing the world clearly, and we're functioning more from our mind than from our heart. You've seen it, right? However, that is starting to change. So let me talk about yugas for just a moment, because there are 4 of them, and there are periods of thousands of years. I'm not going to get too technical about this. The first yuga was Satya on this planet, and Satya means truth. All right, you may have heard of like Satya Sai Baba, truth. And that was the first yuga. So how did we get from like truth to darkness? Well, de-evolution, right? A little bit. That, you know, initially a long time ago, the divine feminine was as powerful as the divine masculine. And then what did we do? I think a lot of times people like demonize men. This is not about men. This is about planetary evolution. Okay? Demonizing men, they are not the problem. It's all of us in this together, okay? Just want to make that clear, because sometimes it's like, oh my gosh, people, you can't just blame them for how they are. So we went from like having harmonious societies, Lemuria, places like that, into like letting the mind rule over the heart, right? The mind became the predominant functioning force on this planet, which is imbalanced. Okay, so now we're in the stage of letting the heart come back and into its rightful throne. That's interesting verbiage, but yeah. So letting the heart take its place on the throne. And that ain't an easy process, okay? So what the seers, the Vedic seers said is, it's going to go from Satya Yuga to, I forgot the Dwapara Yuga. I don't know which one is next, so I'm not even going to say them. So Satya Yuga all the way to Kali, and then what happens is you go to Satya again. Well, as you can imagine, to get to from Kali, which means darkness, which is the Yuga we're in, to Satya, the Yuga of truth, is, even if it's here on the wheel, it's still a jump, right? You just don't just wake up all of a sudden, or do you? Now, more and more people are going to have that state of waking up, right? A lot of people use the phrase spiritual awakening. I only use the word awakening when someone actually is truly awakened, which means they know their true nature, they know who they are. Some maybe you even, have had glimpses of that, where it's like, oh, yeah, I am all of it, right? Like more and more people will have that as we go through from this Kali Yuga to the Satya Yuga and make that leap. And we are doing it, right? We're birthing that, which looks messy, right? It looks cray-cray sometimes. It's like, don't people get this, right? Like, and there's a lot of contention, right? People on this side saying, you're so stupid, you won't do what I think is right. And these people say, you're so stupid, you don't see what's happening, right? None of that's going to work. We're trying to, all of that is your mind, right? Letting the mind run. Judging people is from the mind, never from the heart. So if you want to make that leap, you got to get here. Okay. And so with all of this chaos on the planet, and there's going to be more of it, which is okay, right? Just surrender into that. It's really important to be able to tap into clear guidance, your own answers, instead of running to like your mother, your best friend, an intuitive. All those people are great, but they don't always have the right answers for you. They have the right answers for themselves some of the time. But it's really nice to be able to clear out your energetic anatomy, which is what a shaman taught me how to do and pass on to others, and tap into clear answers for yourself. We're going to do that through the Akashic Records 4 different ways. Through channeled writing from the records, through the Akashic Records viewing room, which is more of a visual process, really powerful. I've had some great healings, and I've witnessed some great healings from that. Through reading, or allowing images to arise from a book. Okay, the record is a book of your life. And through speaking with the guides of the records. So in these 4 ways, you can receive the information in a way that you receive best. Like my best ways are the viewing room. Well, by now, I've been doing this for decades. I can do all of them, right? But I have certain ones I go to a lot, especially when I'm working with others. The easiest way, is to sit down and enter the records and just write. And your mind can't get in the way of it, because if you're writing something from your mind, your pen stops, right? So it's a really cool way of getting guidance that's from beyond this, right? Because this thinks it knows a lot, but it doesn't really. Sorry. And so that's why. And I just want to read you a little testimonial, because this is from Elena. She says, I've received clarity, answers, and divine guidance, plus some of my best career moves, business ideas, and personal decisions have come from the records. Accessing the Akashic Records has made my life so easy and beautifully guided. And that's really what it is. It's soul level guidance. And so I'm inviting you to Maui to be in a container. There's the retreat is at an inn with a yoga room, a giant yoga room, and then there are ocean view rooms, there's a loft, there's garden view rooms. You can come with a friend, you can meet a new friend and share a room, or have your own room. And there aren't very many rooms, so if you want in, reach out to me, or go to the website and sign up, because it's going to be magical. There is going to be a lot of transformation. I was actually speaking with the guides of the records yesterday, and they gave me like a really cool thing to do that I've never even thought of doing before, and it's really profound for connecting you with your essence. So yes, I look forward to spending time with you November 2nd through 5th on Magical Maui. We are open, and people love, love, love your business. I bought this crystal from someone the other day, and she literally teared up because she was like, oh, are you a tourist? And I was like, no, I'm just coming to support local businesses at the swap meet. And it was so touching. She was like, I'll give you a discount. and you know, these people have lost so much business that your dollars mean a lot to the island. From the servers at restaurants to people doing Uber to the crystal people, right? Any shops selling things, knickknacks, flowers, whatever. It's really valued. Like, to have you here is really an honor and a blessing. So I hope you'll come join me. It's going to be a magical adventure. And let me know if you have any questions. All right? Big hugs and aloha.